trouble. Okay. And even we have Ramakrishna with us. Hi Ram. Hi Ramakrishna.
Hi Shrikant. Good evening.
Great. Okay, Ramakrishna, I was just going through your resume and I see that you are overall 12 years of experience. So just can you brief me about your professional experience?
Yeah, I have 12 years experience in accounting, finance, and as a SAP consultant, 5.3 years. The management experience is 7 years. Working in different companies. First I joined Dishazer and Co. It's a auditing firm. I worked there 3 years. After that, I was joined Astra Building Solutions. It's a manufacturing industry. There is the Tally software. After that, in 2014 to 2015, I work in Infosys Depot Limited. It's a Pune location. After that, I was joining the Cognizant as a SAP consultant. In Cognizant, in 2015 to 2021 April, I worked there. Currently, I'm not working anywhere due to my mother issue. I left from Cognizant in the month of April 2021. In Cognizant, I worked for 3 projects, 2 supporting project, 1 implementing project. So our client is Atlas Copco and Postnet. In Postnet, it's a logistic business. It is located in Denmark. And Postnet project is implement project. It is located in Sweden. And coming to my implementing project, I have experience in accounts payable, account receivable, asset accounting, automatic payment program, EBI, and FMM integration, FASD integration, cost and accounting, and profit and accounting, and also knowledge on podcasting and FOCA.
Okay, so you told me that your last company is Cognizant.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And the last project is support or an implementation?
It's a supporting project.
Okay. In case of supporting projects, what sort of challenges do you see? I mean, what sort of issues you used to solve? And is there something challenging which you have resolved? Working with, where you have to work a lot and find out some reason why it has appeared and all those things?
Yes, At month end, we hear the complex issues. We resolve that the vendor is clearing the open items in dashboard. In mass clearing. In mass clearing, we suggest actually month end is going and there is a 2 hours of time SLA is there. At the point of time, we suggest to client which the that one the mass vendor clearing. Is getting the some error in like doing the mass clearing. There is a error is coming. At the point of time, we suggest to client in go to Apache 44 transaction. Go there is a one other account option is there. The based on that we can clear the open items, and also if it actually there are 100 items.
Then 44 is a manual clearing now, I believe.
Yes, manual. Actually, there is a urgency basis there clearing and day two the accounts payable books will be closed within at 2 hours. The client requires this. I have to clear completely. The open item should not be there. Already clear. There are 100 items. The font and client asks that based on requirement we can analyze it on site. In mass clearing also it is not working at that 13 transaction code. So again we check in F-44 transaction code. There is one option in the other account selection. Based on that, if we clear the 100 items, because only one document is generated for all 100 items. The font of time we stuck somewhere we involve the business. It is a competition.
No, you told me that it is an automatic clearing. Later on, you came down to F-44. See, in automatic clearing, it will take n number of line items in a single shot. Okay, when it is coming to F-44, it is going to take more time because you need to select line items and clear it off ultimately. So, how are you suggesting the user in that regard?
Yeah, we suggested we can use that MTF4 only can say the automatic clearing when users try to clearing in MTF 1.3, it is not working. They getting some error.
Oh, what is the error you see normally? I mean, what sort of error you see over there in F.13?
At that time,
Which you are clearing in F-44.
yeah, at that time we getting error is a above entry. You can contact but there is missing something. But we don't have the time to contact and do the configuration all there at the point of time.
So how many line items you used to clear in F-44 in that regard?
Yeah, 100 items.
100 odd line items.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but still it is a tedious task. Okay. So that's not going to be an easy thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than this.
Other than this, the client is the operator management activation is actually there is one GL account is there. In GL account already operator see the payable account, intercompany payable account. What happened? GL is earlier operator management not enabled. So some entries are transactions are there like 10 line items. Per we come back to we activate the GL operator management. We can use the perform testing in there. FSGL underscore FS is that activated. The open item.
Okay, you have activated.
Yeah.
Okay, you have activated open item management.
Yeah.
Line management. Okay.
Yeah. Once again, in APP payment also we got the stuck issue. The user got the stuck issue with like when I make the payment to vendor through run the APP run. After proposal is done, everything done. The two payments were rejected by bank. The user requirement asking that at the point of time we can analyze that the bank is rejected, get the details from bank, why is it rejected, we can analyze it. Actually there is some vendors the bank data are wrongly updated. The point we can check and analyze it. We suggest the user only particular payment can reverse from API transaction resetting and reverse. Again we make the payment. This kind of errors we used to receive.
Okay, so you are telling me that there is a bank rejection for certain payments due to bank details not updated properly.
Yeah.
Okay, so how does the user identify the rejection from the bank? Is there any interface between your system, I mean the customer system and the bank?
Yeah, there is.
How is the data passed on to bank?
The bank is transferred. Yeah, sorry.
How is the data passed from SAP to the bank? Is it something like DME file or something? How does it happen?
Yeah, the basically DME file transaction failed. We can mention that in the DME file data is converted into .xml file. When we run the APP run, the data is stored in the AL11 folder, application folder, the SAP directory. Based on that, we usually the data flow to
Ramakrishna, I think you did not get me properly. Okay, what I'm asking is, you told me that the bank rejected the payment.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So how does the data from SAP goes to bank? On what, I mean, is it through some IDOC? Is it through a DME file? How do you send the data so that you can identify it has rejected?
It's a IDOC server is there that linked to bank server. There is we are using that Delbumi server. Evapor once I have to do the encrypt and decrypt like program is once done. The data will flow to the bank server, bank tool.
Okay.
The bank will
So you mean to say when you run APP run, after that it goes to Delbumi. From Delbumi it will go to bank.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So the rejection is identified at Delbumi and intimated to the customer, or how does it happen?
Now bank is to send one file is server interlake in our directory. You see the file from banker. In banker file, we can read the like how many payments are like registered payments are there. Based on the rate payment, we can identify.
Okay. I mean, you have some rejection code over there on which you will say that the bank details are not updated properly or something like that. How does it happen? See, I say reject in the file. Is it linked to some code or something where it says that your address is not proper or the customer name is not proper in the account name or something like that?
Yes, yes, it's a incorrect bank details in vendor master ledger. Then we
No, I got your point. I got your point. What I'm saying is, you're telling me that there are incorrect details maintained in vendor account. Okay?
yes.
But when the bank is rejecting a payment, okay, it gives a statement saying that the details are wrong, or there is some code in the file which is understood that due to this the details are wrong or something like that.
Yeah, bank with they give the one name is details of wrong one.
Okay, they give you the description saying that due
Yeah.
to this it got failed.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, got it. So, Ramakrishna, coming to, I'll go through in continuation with this only. Okay. So you're well versed with APP. So I have a query over here. I have a bank account. Okay.
Okay.
I have a 4 to 5 accounts in a bank.
Okay.
It's the same area bank. I mean, I don't have a different branch accounts. I have same bank account in say HDFC. I have 5 accounts of certain area branch. Okay.
Okay.
So how do you maintain these 5 accounts in the system?
In maintenance section, I went to the settings and the house bank account FI12 transaction code. We can maintain the all house bank like the main bank, house bank. We can make that. Like whenever make the payment to that, in FBJP transaction code there is a ranking order. In ranking order, we can give the bank number HDFC 1 to ICICI Bank or we can maintain all bank accounts. Based on that, we can make the payment.
Okay.
Yeah.
To be more precise, see, I have one bank, okay, with multiple accounts. Now, are you going to create multiple house banks?
No, not one house bank create under multiple accounts.
How do you maintain them? How do you show the difference between the accounts? On what basis system understand?
A system can understand we can create multiple bank accounts under one house bank account.
How do you maintain that?
We can maintain that like whenever they create the account bank account. For example, ICICI account is there. For ICICI, like what is the ICICI account bank account number, the bank account key, bank account ID, with what is the maximum amount to be paid to the maintain amount. We can give all the details.
Okay, you are telling me that in the house bank you will maintain account ID.
Yeah.
Okay, now you are going to maintain this account ID independently with the accounts, or will it be same for all the accounts?
Independently maintained, but we have the different four accounts have different IDs.
So it would be different account IDs.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm just looking at that answer. Okay,
Yeah.
Nothing more than that. Okay. Another thing, like I have made a transaction. I have posted an invoice. Okay.
Okay.
Be it from FB60 or be it from Myro. Okay. I posted an invoice where I have taken a payment method as check. Okay. But my vendor master has a payment of bank transfer. So, which payment method system would consider in this regard?
Like whatever checking is like when they make the payment in FB transaction code and F110 payment run, we can maintain the payment methods in business parameters. We can upload what is the payment methods in F110 and FBJT details of payment methods in the country. We can put it like only system will take the bank check the payment method.
Alright, to be more precise to you, the check payment. Okay.
Yeah.
Whereas my vendor has bank transfer. Now, when I go into F110 and give bank transfer, will this invoice be picked over there?
Yeah, invoice also we can maintain payment methods in invoice also. Open invoice.
I agree to that. I agree to that. What I asked you is, I said that I maintained a different payment from the vendor master. Okay.
Okay.
Now, when I'm running F110, I gave the payment method maintained in master data. So, system will it pick my invoice in that payment run or not? That is my question.
Yeah, as mentioned that you're saying that if 110 FBZ we can give the different payment methods in vendor level, we can the different payment methods, right?
Right.
Yeah, in this case, system will come up only like whatever will give the F110 and FBZP transaction based on that.
So you're telling me that if I take bank transfer, this invoice will not come.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Why?
Because there is a different payment methods you are selecting there.
You should be telling me that the transaction data, it is maintained a different payment method. Ideally, when we make payments, okay, system would check the transaction data first and then the master data. But here, when you are making through F110, you give a standard payment method. You will not come out of that. If you give a C over there, my system would pick the check invoice.
Yeah.
Whereas it will not pick up the bank transfer invoices. That is the restriction. Okay. Got it. Coming to the other things regarding asset management, what did you do in asset management basically?
In asset management, it is like a configuration part and copy ribbon chart of accounts, maintain the chart of depreciation areas like which are book depreciation or tax depreciation and calculation of the tax keys like straight line method and diminishing value method. And depreciation keys are maintained, the depreciation methods are maintained, weighting method and multi-level method, and maintain the general ledger account for asset accounting for all the what are the bank accounts and asset accounts, order depreciation, special depreciation, and can maintain the depreciation areas also there. And we used to transfer the one asset to the intercompany asset EBT one and transaction code, and we use the stop the asset with the revenue ABO on an ABO and transaction, and without revenue asset we can start the VN.
No. Okay. I have a peculiar scenario over here. I have an asset where my depreciation key was assigned wrongly. I have noticed it after 6 months. Now I need to correct that. How do I do it?
After 6 months, we realized that for last 6 months how much depreciation is happened in 6 months only. First, I calculate. Based on that, we can post the depreciation.
Okay. So you're directly going to post the depreciation value into the accounts. That is what you meant to say.
Yeah.
But can you post to accumulated depreciation? Direct entry. Can you mark a direct entry to the accumulated depreciation account?
No. We do the at the point of time we decide to client do the depreciation and we do the special depreciation adjustments with them.
No, I'm not agreeing with this. Okay. And what will happen is normally in this regard you need to go and change the depreciation key at the asset level. Okay. After doing that, when you run AFAB, system automatically adjusts the differential value in the current month. You need not post anything directly to the system. Okay.
Okay, okay. You say that
Understood?
yeah, sorry. We can use the
We'll
change
go ahead and change the depreciation key in the asset
key
account. I mean asset master directory.
master data directly.
Okay.
You can change it.
Yeah, you cannot post a
Manual entry.
accumulated depreciation account because those are all reconciliation accounts. We cannot do that. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So for that purpose, you need to rectify from the asset master only. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So have you worked on any Indian clients?
No, I didn't work.
You did not work on any Indian clients. Okay. Got it. So, okay. Bank accounting, house, bank transactions, check deposit, payment transactions. Okay. Okay. Knowledge on AUC, asset under construction. What did you do on AUC basically?
Sorry. In AC asset, you can the investment accounts that investment order KO01. KO01 we get the investment order. Based on the investment order, we can give all the data, the working orders and all like what is the estimation amount, what is the responsible person, like the work will be completed. Once the order is ready and we move the asset order to the settlement the order in KO88 from AS asset to move the asset to real asset at month end.
Okay. So you mean to say that you create an internal order, internal investment order, where you maintain all the expenses against the AAC and during the month end you transfer.
Yeah, month end transfer to real asset.
asset.
Real asset we can transfer.
Oh. Okay. So you are directly transferring to real asset from investment order.
Yeah, from here we is the like one settlement transaction which is that KO88. There we can be the like in a pattern we get the under investment order we created the asset based on the asset class we created the asset under investment order KO04. After that we settle the order from KO88. Then the investment order will be zero and the amount will goes to real estate account. Then we close the order at month end.
Okay. So if the asset is not ready by month end, then what are you going to do with the investment order in that regard?
Investment order, then we keep on the order only. Then inform to business there is a investment like when I run the report in like how many UC assets in system. Then inform to business these are the UC assets there. So actually what happened the our client following the Daemonize file before 5 days back next month open and Daemonize file user run the report AUC asset report. AUC report we can find them and used to send mail to clients. We have this many of assets you open. So based on the get the details from plant levels and nature of asset used to post the at month end. Only sometimes we have only 10 or 20 assets are keep open. At the point of time we didn't take any action on it. They keep on only. For next month, like when we get the order, we can settle it.
Okay. Ramakrishna, ideally, what will happen is, as per my understanding, in KO04, when you create an investment order, the asset would be created. Okay.
Yeah.
But whatever expenses you are posting, they will not get updated against the asset, AUC asset. At the month end, what they do is they do partial settlement in KO88. So what will happen is your expenses would move into AUC. Okay. Then, if when the real asset is ready, then you do a KO88 with full settlement. In that case, from AUC, they will go into your main asset. Okay. So that is the process, I believe. Okay, I don't know about.
Okay, that is okay. That is also scenario. But in this case, our client was the initially what you said now KO02 sorry, KO04 we can create the order and we create the asset also. Like only we create the order only. It comes under 8 series. Then AP account payable team will post the entry to the particular vendor created and order. Like when I post the invoice, they give the order link there, like whichever order against the we reach the result. Once the account payable team posts the entry, that will impact to our account, the sorry order balance. Once the order balance there, the client inform us there is a balance is there, and then we inform to the user settle the asset. Yeah.
Okay, not an issue. So I just wanted to understand one thing. In case of MMFI integration, where do you see the accounting happening, and how does the account recognition happen?
FIMM, right? Yes, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, in a payment transaction, we can do configuration settings with an OBOC transaction code. OBOC transaction code, we have to give the transaction keys, WRX for GRIR cleaning accounts, BSX for inventory cleaning accounts with that. The mapping will be happening based on the transaction codes. And
Yeah.
yeah, once done, we do the will create the purchasing order MA21. There is no bad entry. After that, we will create the goods invoice at bank. We the entry will flow the inventory account is debited and GRI account will get the created in Migo. Once Migo done, we use the like when I get the invoice from vendor, we use the entry in Myro transaction code. Maybe the vendor will get the debited, sorry, created, and the GRI account will get the debited. After that, we like when we make the payment to vendor, the vendor account will get the debited and the bank account will get the credited.
Okay. Now, in PO, if I have 2 raw materials and 3 finished products, how does the system identify different GLs in this regard when I do a GRM?
In this case, GRM can be the based on the values based on the material class. We can make the class for raw material ROH 3000 valuation class will maintain for finished for is the raw material the class is 7920 FERT based on the
Okay, you mean to say that based on the valuation class,
yeah valuation class
that system will become the GL.
GL.
Okay, good. Okay, Ramakrishna, nice talking to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Our HR will get in touch with you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Have a good day.
Thank you, Anand. Thank you so much for it. Thank you. Bye. No, the transaction code is there. No. No. How?